You've had some phenomenal successes with 5 bills passing out of the House unanimously, and 4 of them passed unanimously out of their respective Senate committees and could be coming out for a full Senate vote. Briefly provide a rundown of those bills, starting with your 2 fentanyl bills.
Absolutely. So this bill will allow Washington State to certify our canines for fentanyl detection. They're certified on other drugs, but not fentanyl, and we both know the surge that we're seeing of fentanyl within our towns and our cities across the state. This is a great bill. I'm very excited about it. I'm hoping that if I can get it to the governor's desk, we get to see the only one drug dog in Washington State certified, not by Washington, unfortunately, but from California. But there's one dog in our state currently that detects fentanyl.
And also House Bill 2396. It's also known as Ivan's Law.
Ivan's Law deals with fentanyl, and after a tour across the district in Goldendale, in Toppenish with the Yakima Nation, and then also in Camp Hope, a homeless camp in Yakima, we learned a lot of things about fentanyl. I asked them to take the mic versus me and to tell me how fentanyl had affected their lives and what we needed to do to fix it. Took notes, and there's 4 things in that bill that people have shared with me who were dealing with fentanyl for themselves or family members. So it'll make sure we're taking decontamination out of vehicles so that people don't get in a car that's previously had fentanyl smoking in it and get sick. It makes sure that we have a campaign statewide that says not even once. Repeatedly, Ivan's mom said that he always told her, I didn't know if I did it once, it would spiral me in this direction, and eventually to his death, unfortunately. And it just picks up those pieces that I learned along the way, and I'm very excited about the bill moving.
Also, House Bill 2009, the missing persons dental records.
Yes, so we had a wonderful woman who reached out, and she'd been putting up posters for years to try to find her daughter, only to find out the daughter had been deceased, and 3 years previous. That's 3 years she would not have been putting up posters that had we only matched her dental records. And so this bill helps improve that process.
House Bill 2048, Domestic Violence Supervision.
Certainly. This asks Department of Corrections to be sure that we're supervising those repetitive felony domestic violence offenders when they get out of prison. There's a loophole in the law that says that possibly they wouldn't have to, and we have victims and survivors saying, I was promised he was going to be supervised when he got out after serving his sentence, and he's not. I'm in danger. This gets them out of danger.
And finally, House Bill 2069, Biogenic Carbon Dioxide.
Great. This is a bill about making sure that we are very green in this bill, and I have the opportunity to live in a beautiful green area of the state. In the state, we have wind, and we're working on a hydropump storage project, but we have this amazing landfill that we've captured the methane gas off of, cleaned it, and we sell it. And it's an industrial symbiotic system that is wonderful. The excess of that 58% methane we capture is 32% carbon dioxide. Right now, we just put it up into the air, and there's another company that would like to purchase that from us. So we need to put it in statute. We're going to have to invest probably millions of dollars, but we're going to clean that carbon dioxide as well and create another market. It'll benefit my community and the entire state of Washington.
6 citizens' initiatives were certified by the Secretary of State and introduced to the legislature. On each initiative, House Republicans motioned for prompt public hearings. However, majority Democrats rejected those motions. But there seems to have been a change of heart. Can you tell us the latest?
Certainly. This is the voice of the people. Our job is to listen to the voice of the people. That's what we're elected to do. Over 400,000 signatures on these 6 initiatives, or they wouldn't have been certified. So it's frustrating for us that all 6 are not being heard. However, recently they agreed to hear 3 of them. One is vehicular pursuit, which will go to my committee. Excited about that. Helps law enforcement be able to do the job that they were chosen to do. And then also the income tax. 11 different times in the state of Washington, people have said no income tax. However, the income tax came anyway, and even though we didn't have the votes to stop it, the people have risen up to help us, and we're so incredibly thankful. So we'll have a hearing on that. And then parental rights. We should be responsible for our children, and we should have the right to make sure that they're raised in a way that reflects our family values. So looking forward to that hearing as well.
What happens to these initiatives now? Can you explain the process?
Certainly. So these initiatives can take a journey into 3 different paths. The first one is that we hold a hearing on at least the 3 of them, and it passes and becomes law. Secondly, we hold the hearing and it's voted down. Remember, we don't have the votes, right? So we're hoping that they listen to the power of the people. Also, if that doesn't happen, it can go directly to the ballot as written, which will happen in the last three. And then the last way is that the way we're hoping doesn't happen, and that is where the legislature proposed an alternate to what the people said. I don't think we need an alternate to what the people said. They spoke very clearly about what they wanted. And so they could put the alternate and the original language on the ballot, and it would just confuse people. So just really hoping that we have a hearing 27th, 28th of February in our committees, not just on 3, but all 6. We vote yes, we listen to the people.
The legislature is set to adjourn on March 7th. Where can people find more information about these issues and other bills?
Great. We love when you reach out to us. Our job is to listen, to hear you, just like the initiatives. And so please reach out. Representative.GinaMosbrucker.com is probably the fastest way. You can call my office, and we're just here to serve. It's an honor to serve the 14th District and in the state of Washington.